My 20 time topic was concussions and athletic trainers. The essential question was, how does being educated in concussions help an athletic trainer's business? While doing this 20 time project, I was faced with two main struggles. The first one was my topic. I went into 20 time with my topic just being concussions. This resulted in me spending my first 2 weeks just researching information about concussions. Then, once I realized our topics had to be related to business, I was stuck because I didn't want those 2 weeks of research to be wasted. This meant I had to find a business that was somewhat related to concussions. My first thought was athletic training, which I decided to stick with. I then changed my topic to how being educated about concussions benefited the business of athletic training. My second struggle was trying to find someone to interview. I emailed multiple people multiple times asking them if they would allow me to interview them. Many people didn't respond, and some did respond but didn't follow through. This was very stressful because without finding someone to interview, it was hard to develop a complete understanding of my topic. Every week we were required to write a blog post after the session we had just completed. My blog posts always included the research I had done or what I had learned throughout the week. Oftentimes it included information about the attempts I had made to contact people to interview, since it consumed a large amount of the time I had to complete the project. At the end of every blog post, I would always include the progress I had made that session and what I had hoped to achieve the next session. Up next is the interview I completed and hope to share with you what I learned throughout doing this project.
Okay, I decided to interview Amanda Canning, our athletic trainer at Pinkerton Academy. Why did you choose to become an athletic trainer?
I've always been an active kid. I was always involved in athletics growing up, and I had a real interest in medicine. Being an athletic person, I was getting injured as well, so I would go and see a physical therapist occasionally. And I was getting closer to graduating from high school. I was talking about career options and stuff like that, and she had actually mentioned to me about athletic training, and I didn't know anything about it at the time. Looked into it more and fell in love with it. It combined my two loves, athletics and medicine, and I've been doing it ever since.
Despite what the majority of society thinks, being an athletic trainer is considered to be a business. Were you aware of this? And if you weren't, what are your thoughts about it?
I was not aware that people thought of it as a business. It's actually, to me, it's always been more of a profession. When I think business, I think, okay, ways to bring business in, how to make more money at something, marketing strategy, things along those lines. When I think athletic training, it's more of a profession because my business is to make people better. But I'm not handling, anything with insurance. I'm not handling anything with, funds or anything like that.
Being an athletic trainer, do you have to deal with a lot of concussions?
Yes. I can say right now we probably had about 37, I would say, concussions up to this point. And that's in every sport, every season. There are concussions that happen in contact sports and non-contact sports alike. So it is definitely a very evident problem.
Do you think being educated in concussions helps your business, increases your chances of getting hired?
As far as increasing chances of getting hired, yes. You definitely have to be, as an athletic trainer, you have to be knowledgeable about what's going on with concussions. It's a very hot topic right now. There's always new research that's coming out, new treatment options that we're discovering, from day to day. So it's very important to stay on top of all of that.
What is the most difficult part about being an athletic trainer?
Telling an athlete that they can't do what they love to do. Having to, when you see the injury and you know what's wrong with them and you know that they should not continue playing, telling that athlete that, you need to take a step back, or, handing that bad news to them or to their coach or to the parent, that's the difficult part.
What's your favorite part?
My favorite part is just working with the athletes in general. You meet a lot of great people. The coaches and the staff are excellent. So you really become part of a community. And I love, when I get to give the athlete good news. Hey, you're ready to go back and do what you love to do.
Not only did I learn a lot about concussions and athletic training during this project, but I also was granted the opportunity to learn from someone who experiences concussions and athletic training every day. 20 time benefited me by teaching me how to problem solve when things didn't work out my way, and also showing me that the internet isn't the only way to learn new information.